Hey, welcome back. I am going to get straight into it today because what just happened in the AI world this morning is genuinely historic. Why? And I want to make sure you understand exactly what it means. Today, May 22nd, 2026, OpenAI is filing its IPO with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Right now, today, the company behind ChatGPT, the most used AI tool on the planet, is officially going public. They are working with Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley on the filing. Under the typical timeline, this means a public prospectus in late July or August and a potential September IPO. Let that sink in for a second. The company that started as a nonprofit research lab in 2015 is about to become one of the most valuable publicly traded companies in history. But here is the thing, that is only half the story today, because at almost exactly the same time OpenAI is filing its IPO, Anthropic just announced something that stopped the entire financial world in its tracks. Anthropic, the company behind Claude AI, just reported $10.9 billion in annual revenue. And for the first time in its history, they are profitable. Two AI companies, both making historic financial announcements on the same day. If you needed any more proof that the AI economy is not a bubble, today is your answer. Let me break down what each of these means because they tell very different stories. Starting with OpenAI, the IPO filing is confidential, which means we do not get to see all the financial details yet. But here's what we do know. OpenAI is valued at somewhere between $200 and $300 billion, depending on which analyst you ask. They have over 400 million weekly active users. ChatGPT is the fastest growing consumer application in history. And they are now running ads inside the platform, targeting $2.5 billion in ad revenue this year alone. The Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley partnership for the IPO is significant. These are the two most prestigious investment banks in the world. They do not take on IPO mandates for companies they do not believe in. The fact that both of them are working on this deal tells you everything. Now, there is also a complication in the OpenAI story. CNBC just published a report warning that cheap AI models from Chinese labs and Western competitors are starting to erode pricing power. If users can get near identical results from a cheaper competitor, why pay OpenAI's prices? That is the question Wall Street is going to be asking. Now let's talk about Anthropic, because this one is arguably even more interesting. $10.9 billion in revenue, first ever profit. From a company that most people outside of the tech world had barely heard of 2 years ago. How did they get there? A few things. First, Claude AI has become the tool of choice for serious professionals and enterprise companies who need reliability over flashiness. While ChatGPT wins the consumer market, Claude is quietly winning the business market. Second, SpaceX just revealed in their S1 filing that they have a $1.25 billion per month deal with Anthropic. That is not a typo. $1.25 billion per month. Third, Claude Code has become the go-to AI tool for software developers, which is one of the highest value user segments. And here's the part that blew my mind. An AI called Claude Mythos apparently discovered zero-day vulnerabilities in legacy financial infrastructure. Real security holes in real financial systems. That discovery was so significant, it actually triggered a White House response about AI regulation. Think about what that means. An AI found security problems that human experts had missed. That is a demonstration of capability that changes everything. So, where does all of this leave us? The AI economy just had its most significant single day in financial history. OpenAI going public means everyday investors will be able to own a piece of the most important technology company of our generation. Anthropic hitting profitability means this is not just venture capital speculation anymore. These are real businesses with real profits. And the number that puts everything in context, global AI technology investment just surpassed $297 billion this year. That is not money being spent on hype, that is money being deployed because the returns are real and getting clearer every quarter. The companies that figured out AI early are now reporting historic revenues. Individuals building skills now are on the right side of this economic shift. I started Hustle Headlines because I believe everyone deserves to understand what is happening in the AI economy, not just Wall Street or Silicon Valley. Stories like today's are not just business news, they are signals, and the people who understand the signals and act on them are the ones who win. Subscribe to Hustle Headlines so you never miss a signal that matters. I post every week, and every video is designed to help you make smart decisions. Drop a comment below. Are you more excited about the OpenAI IPO or Anthropic's profitability announcement? I genuinely want to know what you think. This has been Hustle Headlines, news that moves, money that follows. See you next week.